Welcome back, we're doing more of the same thing, as promised. I am dependable. This game is not though, the game lies to you. Who's that on the... that's Plankton. I'm gonna say, who's that in the... who's the green thing? Maybe I should have gotten the big mouth. That would have been a lot cooler. I'll have to do that next time. Jeez. Yeah, everyone... the rubber banding one on is so ridiculous on this particular mode that it's really hard not to have constant collisions with everyone. Visibility. Ow. Yeah, I have a harder time surviving in the races than I do in Escape. Isn't that kind of silly? So everyone punches together a bunch more in velocity, I feel like, in Escape. Oh. Oh geez, this is still one lap? Somehow I thought we completed a lap since I went inside of that one tunnel at one point. Spongebob, why are you so slow? Ow! What the heck? What was that? This time I'll go inside the first tunnel as well. It's kind of more of the same thing. I still take offense at my opponents spawning in front of me when I destroy them. It completely invalidates the supposed strategy here. But I think the most dangerous position to be in is just in the middle of a bunch of cars, because even without them trying to attack you, they just bounce around so much. Like, you've seen what happened that one time when Sandy was bouncing around like a pinball. I ended up completely destroying my boat. Sandy, I just destroyed you. Why are you still in my way? Usually appears in front of me. Right where I'm driving, for me to collide with again. Jeez! See, once you get everyone back together again, everything just gets destroyed. I also cannot boost here, in case you're wondering. Why do I go so much faster than some of these other ones? Game! And also, everything collides immediately afterwards. Look how much damage they do, too! They do way more damage by bouncing around mysteriously than they do actually trying to attack me. Oh man, someone actually managed to knock out Spongebob earlier. I was trying to go after him for a while, since I didn't really want to help him a while. Not that it's too obvious why I would actually want to do that, but... The one time I failed a level in this game was because I got dead so many times in a race and ran the right. Whoa, goodbye, Squidward. Wasn't Squirtle almost knocked out just then? I wonder sometimes if enemies just regain health when they're off screen. Jeez! I would say part of this is that I'm trying to be aggressive, but at the same time, I still have problems with running into everyone, even if I'm not trying to be aggressive. My opponent still managed to rubber band in a section where you can't actually control your car at all. See, that was me trying to be aggressive, and my average lap time was still an A+. That's not what I was trying to optimize for. I guess the thing is, so in this one you don't get graded though on knocking out your opponents is the thing. I guess that was my mistake. Just for the sake of having some pride in what I'm doing, even though this was a really long race, I'll try to actually do the right thing here. That's the main difference here, but I don't get anything from knocking out my opponents, even though the game tells you smash your opponents to get ahead. Like, there's no reason to do that. There's no upside to attacking your opponents. The best parts here are when everyone... Squirt just got brought in here sideways. The best parts here are when everyone splits up. Because the most dangerous place to be is in the middle of a bunch of other drivers. But yeah, the game tells you to attack everyone to get an edge, which... But also it tells you to try to finish first and to try to get an edge. But one, attacking others... Oh, come on, you could have gotten my boat not destroyed there too. One, though, destroying others does not help you get ahead of them because they'll spawn ahead of you. And two, you get no reward in terms of grading from destroying your opponents. So that's yet another reason not to do so. I'm not trying to attack anyone, by the way, I'm just boosting and essentially hitting my opponents while doing so sometimes. I won't complain if I end up destroying an opponent, but... How do they do so much damage to me when they hit me sometimes, too? I don't quite get that part either. What? Like, I went straight from orange to red there, and I guess from Spongebob lightly tapping me? I'm not sure. In fact, the bubble doesn't even appear on the top screen in this part. As a good indicator. And then I lose half my health immediately, coming out of that tunnel. Every single time. Everything goes crazy outside of that tunnel. Well, what happens is that I proceed at the only speed that I can move at. Again, I have no control there. But my opponents somehow decide to slow down. Or otherwise adjust their speed to be exactly where I am. So the end result of that tunnel is always that everyone is basically on top of each other coming out of the tunnel. Okay, that was a nice boost. They're not even trying to hit me, they're just bouncing left and right. Stop that! Why do they bounce so much? No way, Spongebob. The key really might be to actually try to stay slightly behind you. How do he do so much? How does he do so much damage? I feel like I also take more damage here. I take grotesque amounts of damage from everyone bumping into each other. I feel like the main issue here is just that the AI here is designed to, one, cheat grotesquely, and two, use that cheatingness to form one big glob of boats, and they end up bouncing around into each other all the time. Like, look, everyone's gonna be right where I am. See, you can see everyone is now precisely where I am. So everyone collects into one glob of boats. And before I even have control back again, I've lost half my health. just bouncing around, which he needs to not do. Isn't the health right here? I thought the healing was right around here. Yep, nothing matters now. So your opponents aren't supposed to be trying to attack you here, right? I feel like it's very questionable that they end up doing way more damage to me when no one's actually trying to attack each other. The time when my opponents are not actually supposed to be aggressive is when I have the most trouble by far not getting destroyed by my opponents. I think part of it is to not ever actually get boost. And impression boosting usually puts me in a position where I'm susceptible to getting hit by everyone. Again though, you see, I'm going faster than everyone. I think what's happening is they're slowing down so that I can reach them. Yep, look at this. No. It's the best I've ever come out of that one section. And this time I actually failed. We're gonna figure this out. Somehow. What if I just don't even boost? And do it as much as I can to not ever be near anyone else. Which is hard. Granted. Because they deliberately go slowly so I can catch up. Of course everyone's going the way that I would too. Darn it. You're all going ahead, that's fine. Well, the thing is, I could take it as long as I want, probably. Unless you're not allowed to get an F in any category, that might be possible. But otherwise, in theory, you could probably take as long as you want and complete this without damage. And still get a... Okay. And still get a pretty good mark overall, since... 2 of the 3 categories are just how much damage you take. But that would be ridiculous if the answer to the velocity levels is to actually make very little effort to go fast. In fact, deliberately hang behind everyone. It also tells you to smash your opponents to get ahead, and the solution is to avoid your opponents as much as possible. And also to not worry at all about getting first like the game tells you to. Maybe that was for getting money or chest or something like that. I have no idea what that trophy was for. That's one lap done. Stop going so slow. Guys. Actually alone somewhere, that's very nice. Try to avoid an SB129 scenario, but... Tempting fate. That was kind of nice for a second there. I'll do something back here to entertain myself. What is happening over there? I don't think that sound was being made the last few times I went through this race. Oops. Of course, we're probably gonna get not that great of a time here for completion, but again, 2 of your 3 grades are how much damage you take, so this might be the answer. I don't know why the AI scrunches up together so much in this one mode though. I don't know why they would have the AI cheat so blatantly. Stop bouncing around, guys. Where they speed up like crazy, or otherwise deliberately brake to always be as close to you as possible. And then the game's instructions are basically wrong everywhere. Again, you can see me, I'm trying to stop there and turn around. I'm not trying to hit anyone. And there's not much of anything I can do there. Really, in the velocity, there's also no time limit, unlike some other game modes. Good job, Spongebob. I'm going even slower right now. One annoying thing is to brake, you actually have to move the, you have to move to the center of the bottom screen. You can't just, let go of the, you can't just bring the stylus up off the screen. I have no idea if one of these is faster than the other. But lifting the stylus off the screen just leaves you going in the same direction at the same speed. Let everyone pass. Be polite. And everyone's gonna abuse you. Yeah, they catch up to me too if they're behind me here. This is terrible. I'm already bouncing around like crazy before I even regain control. Oh, wait. It says I failed before the end of the race. Do I actually have to beat them position-wise in some weird way? Do I have to not be last, or... Again, what sense would that make? Because everyone's just stuck to me anyways. It's not a reflection of how fast I am. Do I lose if I get too bad a position too? Whatever. We'll do the exam next time. I've kind of lost investment in my performance at this point, because I think this game's rules are, one, not even apparent to begin with, but also the challenges themselves are kind of ridiculous. Alright, but class C exam next time, everyone.